What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron, and welcome to the Mad Maker Studio, and welcome back to Crash Autodrive. We definitely skipped a lot of things that we should have done when having a head-on collision with someone, or if there's an accident at the scene. Emergency responses was just not called, but what we did was pilfer the dead guy's keys. His name is Thomas Sinclair, former CEO of Vanguard Global Industries, or he sold the company to them. There's a lot going on, but we broke into his house with his own keys, and we're looking for clues to make sure that none of us are the culprit. We just talked to Anna in the bathroom. Let's see what our other options are here. We got the living room, looks like upstairs, and the kitchen. Let's go to the kitchen. Swanky kitchen.
Yes, it is much nicer than mine.
Same, but I share mine with 2 roommates. Neither does their dishes. It's a wreck.
Our kids wreck ours. Must be nice to live the bachelor life.
Was Thomas single, though? Was he single, though?
That's a good question. He may just hire a maid if he got this kind of money. Honestly, thinking back, I don't recall him ever having a girlfriend in college either.
Workaholic?
Very. Thomas knew he wasn't the smartest in the room, so instead he outworked people to compensate for it. The hardest working person I ever knew.
It sounds like you envy him.
In a way I do, but I have a family, as I've previously mentioned. I can't work 100-hour weeks anymore. We stay in unions in this house, and I wouldn't trade them for the world.
Man, what I wouldn't give to have an ice maker in my fridge. I have got to get a job again so I can fill my fridge like this. Hopzilla Double IPA. How can you drink an entire growler of IPA? It smells like liquid pine tree. For someone who is clearly into fitness and clean eating, he sure loves booze. That's a lot of takeout. He was either a workaholic or didn't know how to cook. Maybe both. Tons of veggies. It looks like Thomas ate pretty cleanly, except for takeout. But bananas in the fridge? That's weird. Who puts bananas in the fridge? Maybe I should start doing that. Maybe they last longer. I don't know. Pre-made protein shakes. For the bro on the go. Chocolate. I wonder if he blended this with some veggies. Why? That sounds gross. I'd like 1 chocolate wheatgrass and kale smoothie, please. Gross. See? Man, Thomas must have really loved coffee.
Indeed, this espresso machine looks rather expensive. He always had a fondness for coffee. Back in college, he actually bought a cheap coffee pot and snuck it into the lab. So many late nights.
Looks like his taste's improved over the years. That blender is huge.
And expensive.
What does he blend in that thing? Whole pineapples?
I saw some protein powder in the cabinets.
But, like, you could just use a shaker bottle for that. I guess. I mean, I have one, but I never use it. So, partners, what happened?
Between Thomas and myself?
No, between you and that blender. Of course you and Thomas.
Well, Thomas always wanted money and prestige. It drove everything he did. He was quite the glory hound.
Never heard that word before.
He wanted to use technology to get rich and famous, be the next Ellen Musick. I refuse to say that asshole's name any way other than incorrectly. I, on the other hand, just want to use technology to make the world a better place.
This duo sounds familiar.
Yes, it is a common tale in tech. Do Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak ring a bell?
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yay, tech history class for the win.
That pair split up as well for similar reasons. The two opposing philosophies don't mesh well.
So why do you still do it?
I still want to change the world and make it better through technology. But now that I have a house and a family to take care of, I need pay too. Maybe Thomas was right all along. Does my wife have a job? How old are the children? I don't remember anymore. Maybe those who create the technology that makes the world better should get paid and lauded.
Seems reasonable to me.
Sadly, it's still the charismatic ones that take the limelight. And the big bonuses. Don't get me started on how we exploit third world countries.
Well, someone needs to sell it or nobody would know about it. Everyone skips YouTube ads.
I suppose, but the tech people do all of the hard work creating the product. Then someone just sweeps in and sells it and collects 4 times the paycheck. It is unfair to me.
Good point. If only you got paid evenly instead.
If only. In any case, I was always too busy jumping from unfinished project to unfinished project to learn how to market any of it. So here I am, needing to go to investors to get money for my latest project, which I need to finish so I can pay off my massive student loans, home loan, and support for my family.
I hope we meet the family at the end of this. It's all you talk about.
Meanwhile, the ever-charismatic Thomas was living in this luxurious apartment.
Ouch.
I chose this life. I chose to play it safe, to have a family, to focus on tech over marketing. And now I have to find a way to pay for it. My wife Maggie and my 2 boys Isaac and Adrian mean everything to me now. I even sacrificed my career to provide for them. Even if I sometimes regret it, I would not trade them for the world.
I guess I can relate. I come from a small rural town where family is super important. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before. I hate this word, rural. Like, it's such a, it's a funny looking word. It sounds weird. Like, I look at it, I go, rural, like, sometimes the R doesn't make in it. I hate that word. Surely there's a better word we can use to replace that. And I always seem to play it safe too. I can relate to that. I tend to err more on the side of caution. I'm a by the book kind of gal. I love to play it safe. Even when I try not to.
I suggest you do not play it safe. You are young. Take risks now while you can. Do not make my mistake. Think of me as the ghost of tech regret future. Boo!
Ah! Never mind. I don't like you anymore. You scared me. I'm going back to the foyer. Hey, Kyle. Look at all the sports stuff. Does it look familiar? Or are you looking out the window? The surfboard! Something interesting out the window?
Huh? What? Sorry, I must have zoned out there for a bit.
It looked like you were pretty deep in thought.
Just remembering. There's stuff in here that reminds me of past.
Were you boyfriends? Do you want to talk about it?
Not really. Let's look for clues, yeah?
You got it. People still buy physical games?
These are last gen.
Got some Rock and Roll DX, Dreamweaver, and Mechfall 3. Alright, let's see what kind of games Thomas was into. Mechfall 3. Is that giant robot wearing a cowboy hat?
Oh man, that game is great. And it's a mech, not a robot. This is a sequel to one of the greatest first-person shooters ever.
Says who? I've never even heard of this series.
Says me, and a lot of people. There are dozens of us. Anyway, it's great. You have your partner mech that follows you around. There are parts where you're just running and jumping as a pilot. Then you can get inside the mech and control it to kick major butt.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
You should check it out sometime.
Dreamweaver? OMG, that spider! What is this?
It's Dreamweaver, the spider dating sim.
Spider, what? I would be shocked, except I'm not, because the very first game I uploaded on this channel was Hotiful Boyfriend, which is a pigeon dating sim.
Yep, you date super cute spiders. They have all kinds of different spiders you can romance.
Romance spiders? Why?
Because it's fun to get to know their personalities and quirks. This game is also jam-packed with real spider facts. It actually helped me get over my fear of spiders too.
Yeah, I'd like to unsubscribe from spider facts, thanks. Wow, Rock and Roll, a timeless classic. I played this as a kid.
It's super fun. Thomas loved these old school platformers.
Okay. Was that added to our notes? Nope. Whoa, check it out, a retro game console.
Retro?
It's only 2 generations back. That would have been hilarious if it was a PS5. Sorry, old man, it's retro to me.
Oh man, I'm only in my 30s.
Same, bestie. I'm 21, so yeah, old.
BRB, I'm gonna turn to dust and blow away.
Baseball gear, huh?
Used to play on the team back in high school. Looks like he kept playing in some adult sport leagues.
Or he just likes the decor of smelly sports gear laying around. Well, if it's smelly, that means he's using it.
Ha, true. I prefer to go to the gym and just zone out with my headphones. No need for this stuff smelling up my apartment. I'm not a fan of team games, well, in the real world anyway. Thomas was much more outgoing. So I remember.
You know more than what you're letting on. Tire pump. That makes sense as Thomas commuted on a bike. Bridge City Beer Club? A Demon Slayer Stout and a Hopzilla Double IP. Okay. Wow, this is a lot of beer. I get the impression Thomas had a work hard, play hard personality. Demon Slayer Stout sounds nice though. But I don't think it was slaying Thomas's demons. Oh, damn. Oh, he shouldn't be drinking alcohol if he's on that medication. That is an expensive looking TV.
Yes, it is. Top of the world line OLED screen. It's crazy. It has as much power as last gen's game consoles built right in.
Wow, how much are these things?
This size, easily 10 grand, maybe more.
Holy crap, I spend less on that in rent in a whole year.
Huh. Yeah. I've got 2 of them.
What? How? Oh, right, of course you do. Why am I surprised?
What can I say? Game streaming can be pretty lucrative.
A surfboard is an odd choice of decor for Pittsburgh.
Yeah. People surf in LA in the early mornings. Maybe he used to surf.
Ah, so it's sentimental then? What are you not telling us, Kyle? Kyle?
Huh? Sorry, lost in a thought there for a minute.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just, miss surfing. I used to surf when I was a kid in Hawaii. When my family moved to LA, I still surfed, but not as much. And the water was freezing and cloudy. You have to wear a wetsuit to stay warm. Unlike Hawaii's warm, clear waters. I miss it.
Kinda hoping that was like a note stuck there. Anything else? Okay. You know, since you and Thomas went there together and all.
For me, it was fine at first, I guess. I was fat, nerdy, and into video games and D&D. I was also in the marching band.
Cool, what'd you play?
Trumpet. The coward's trombone.
I had you pegged for a tuba guy.
Tuba? Haha. Maybe now, but back then there's no way my pudgy butt could lug that thing around the field for hours. Anyway, yeah, basically you're a classic nerdy kid. Very stereotypical. Then I started getting bullied by Thomas and some other kids. Oh, it came out. I withdrew further into my shell. I suffered largely in silence until graduation. I blew up on Thomas and the rest of the jerks at graduation. I knew I'd never see them again. In college, I started lifting weights and working on my appearance since that's all the world cared about. I found a new confidence I never knew I had. I came out of my shell, I started making friends. Luckily, my sick game skills combined with my new hotness were the perfect storm for a streaming career. The rest is kind of history, as they say. What about you? You just graduated high school recently, right?
3 years ago, actually. I focused mostly on getting good grades, playing the piano, and following the rules since that is how you succeed. Or at least that's how the world tells you you succeed.
Is it though?
Is it what?
Is following the rules how you succeed? Look at how many people break the rules and get ahead every day.
I guess. Well, in my case, I couldn't imagine breaking rules in my town. Everybody would talk. Speaking of, I focused on getting the hell out of that small town. Good for you, girl! I didn't want to end up like everyone else working in the factories and shipping warehouses for companies like Vanguard. By all means, if you dig the small town life, that's your jam, great, but don't let it be all that you know from when you were born till the day you die. Get out there, see the world, even if it's just the next town over, and see how people live in different places, and you'll just have a better perspective about the world around you, and know that yes, there is something different out there. So I moved to Pittsburgh and started college, and here we are.
That's awesome you got out, but I've learned over the years. There's still value in where you came from. Don't forget it.
What can you tell me about Thomas in high school?
Well, I remember he came from a pretty hardworking and well-off family. Both of his parents are doctors. They're nice, but have very high standards. I think Tom always felt pressure to live up to their prestige and wealth.
Tom, huh?
Thomas.
He probably had that when founding the company with Carter.
Yeah, probably. What about at Vanguard after they bought his company?
He probably hated it, now that I know more about him. He was just a nobody middle manager at Vanguard. No prestige, very little power.
At least he seems he got paid well.
Yeah, he got paid. He had that going for him at least. Anything else you can remember?
Not much. We didn't hang out that much. We totally didn't date. We stopped talking when he started being a jerk to me. I honestly stopped talking to most classmates entirely. I focused on self-improvement instead. That's when I started on these sweet guns.
What's it like being a pro game streamer?
Honestly, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes it's super amazing. You get to play games for money. Fans recognize you and shower you with affection. It feels good entertaining millions and making their lives a little better. On the other hand, it's exhausting. You constantly have to crank out fresh content or risk being forgotten. Everyone will just hop on the next streamer's stream instead.
I guess every job has good stuff and bad stuff. Yeah, I live by the fact that every job is hard in its own way. But at least your hard work is paying off.
Hard work? I got lucky. Most streamers don't have more than 100 subscribers.
I don't stream, but I'm just under, at the time of recording, I'm like just under 60. You get that up to 60? I really don't care. I do appreciate you being here though, fully and honestly. I do this for fun. I don't want to be a Kyle. I do not want this to be my full-time thing. I'm not working for it to be of any sort of financial gain for me. I am doing this for fun because if I ever got popular on that scale, I don't believe I could handle it. I really don't.
I just happened to stream a niche game as it was taking off in popularity. Millions tuned in and I just rolled with it. Hard work plays into it, sure. You gotta be ready to go when opportunity knocks. But it was mostly luck.
Too much in this world seems dependent on luck.
Absolutely. It's why I like meeting fans and conventions. I know this won't last forever. I want to enjoy it while I can. Ultimately, the party will be over and I'll be forgotten. And sad.
No, dude, you keep doing what you love. You have hobbies. You keep at them. Maybe you could just love yourself for who you are and not seek validation.
Whoa. I thought you studied computers, not philosophy?
I mean it.
Maybe someday. But for now, I'm on the party bus for as long as I can ride.
I guess I'm done talking to you. It's back to the foyer. Let's go upstairs. Nobody's up here. I guess I have the bedroom to myself. Story of my life. This room is way messier than the rest of his immaculate apartment. I feel like most people's rooms are messier than their houses, though my house is just a hot mess. Was there a struggle in here? Looks like he was packing up to go somewhere. Even that painting on the wall is crooked. I'll touch it eventually, but is there anything else I can touch? Okay, let's see what horrors await in this nightstand. What about this? Oh, yeah. Was he thinking about it? I sure hope not. This gives some evidence to the possibility he programmed Ada to. No, surely he didn't do that. I hope he got the help he needed by contacting this helpline. Whoa! Okay, not as bad as I. What is that? The journal, obviously. A dream journal. Maybe I can find something useful. Monday. Doc says I should keep this dream journal to deal with the stress and anxiety. I guess here we go. First entry. I dreamt I was with Kyle, only this time I didn't screw him over. We were happy together. I knew it! I knew it! They dated! I'd give anything to take it back, but would I be who I am? Nobody knows the truth but him. I've never told anyone. Maybe telling this journal will help. What's Kyle up to now? I wish I kept his number. Tomorrow, order beer, run ADA tests, work out. Only one entry so far. So is this a fresh journal? Oh my gosh, were he and Kyle? Yeah, did you keep up, Emily? Did you not pick up on that? No way. But Kyle said he bullied him in high school. He probably did. I have to confront Kyle about this. He clearly has more motive than I thought. Okay, that got added to our notes. Dream journal. Thomas was gay and dated Kyle. Emily, blunt and to the point. Clearly Thomas liked to have fun. There is no way I'm touching that thing. It was right next to the dream journal. Is it coming or going? I can't even tell. Alright, let's shut that. I feel like there's more to this room. I wonder if that construction invoice I found earlier points to something in this room. A secret room! A messy pile of clothes in a suitcase. Was he in a hurry to pack? Or was he unpacking? The rest of his apartment is pretty immaculate, but this room is a wreck. It's like significantly cleaner than my room. Oh, it's not just this. We gotta find the pattern. Anything in our notes? So 3 directions. I need not to open this drawer again, but poor Thomas. I guess you never know what people are actually going through inside. Facts. Okay, I was hoping maybe there's like a pattern here. Okay. Those paintings look suspicious. Maybe if I move them, but in what way? We're missing a code somewhere. Well, while we're down here, let's go talk to Kyle again. I know what happened between you and Thomas. What really happened? We should talk about it. I don't think you're close enough to talk about that.
What? What do you mean?
Thomas kept a dream journal in his bedroom among other questionable items. He mentioned you in it.
Me?
From what I could put together, you guys weren't enemies, you were friends. More than friends. And all the flirting with me and Anna, not really your style.
Alright, you got me. Yes, I'm bi. Happy now.
Sorry, I didn't mean. That explains a lot.
Hey, what can I say? You're cute. And Tom wasn't my enemy at first. We were each other's first loves. We found each other by accident in high school. We started to hang out all the time, got food, studied, played games. I gave him surfing lessons before school started. Gotta catch those early morning waves. Heck, we played Mechfall 3 together. We had no idea what we were doing, we were just figuring things out. We were growing closer and closer every day. We started to realize it was more than just friendship.
Well, something had to happen, unless he didn't actually bully you.
Oh no, he did, eventually. It never stopped once he started.
How did it start?
One day, we were putting instruments away in the band room's lockers. Nobody was around and flirting led to kissing. Kissing led to full-blown making out. It was hot. Our bodies pressed together. Finally physically embracing all the feelings we'd had for months. Then, of all people, Mary Sullivan, the classic virtuous student council president type, walks in and catches us. She gasped. We gasped. And in a moment that has burned on my soul forever, he betrayed me. He looked in my eyes and yelled, "Gross, get off me, creep," and shoved me against the instrument rack. Piccolos rained on my head as he stormed out with Mary.
At least it wasn't tubas. Don't smile, this is a sad moment.
Haha, for sure. I quit band after that and pretty much became a recluse at school. I basically just played video games and studied. I knew it was too good to be true. Who would want to be with a fat kid like me?
You were fat? He told you this!
Oh yeah, got ripped in college to escape that stigma. As for Thomas, he never wanted to hang out with me again. He hung out with the cool kids instead. He was so mean to me every time he saw me. But it was all a show. I could see the pain in his eyes. Back then, I couldn't understand how. He could do such a horrible thing to someone he cared about. But in the years I've had to reflect on it, I think he felt he had to in order to please his parents and have the prestigious life they planned. They wanted the perfect so-called typical American life, and having a gay son probably wasn't in that plan. I doubt he ever told them. He probably never embraced it himself.
That is so unbelievably sad.
Yes it is. And now you know the whole story. I'm sorry I hid it from you. I mean, this is the first time we met. I've known you less than 24 hours, literally less than 5 hours have we known each other. But I'm sorry I hid it from you. Besides, I felt that the lover score narrative was too cliche.
Thanks for coming clean. You know this gives you a pretty solid motive, right?
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I know I'm innocent, and it felt good to get it off my chest.
If you want, I can keep your secret from the others.
It's okay. I don't mind. Just don't put it online for my fans to find out.
Dude, they would support you.
I'm not ready to tell them yet.
Never mind. Okay. So we gotta figure out the picture thing. Was there anything in the bathroom? Maybe. We gotta look at all the receipts. Yeah, why are we touching this again? Know anything about dream journals? A little. Why? Well, I was digging around in Thomas's bedroom and found his dream journal. Interesting. What's in it? I'd rather not say, but it wasn't about you. I guess that's good. Anyway, I learned a little about human psychology while in school for AI psychology. AI psych is based off human psych, of course. I remember dream journals being a good way to help people process trauma, stress, fear, etc. You basically just write down your dreams in the morning and how you feel. Over time, you'll see patterns, and hopefully it will help you with whatever issues you are having. while in theory I'm a big proponent for dream journals, to be expected to do that every single morning, it feels daunting to me, especially when most people, when they wake up in the morning, they got to get ready for school, got to get ready for work. You don't have time for a dream journal. You barely have time to get breakfast and head out the door. That's really all I know. Interesting, thanks. Thomas definitely had some things to work out. I'm sure. We all do. You know, I wonder if Ada dreams. I don't like it when you wink. It makes me think you're hiding something, Anna. Know anything about dream journals?
No, sorry, why?
It looks like Thomas kept one to deal with stress or anxiety.
Or both.
Yeah, anyway, did you, you guys were partners and all. Surely you must have known. Then again, maybe not.
Spit it out.
Okay, okay. Did you know that Thomas was gay?
What? No, I did not. Was that in the journal?
Yeah, there was an entry about it. He had regrets about how he treated someone he had feelings for in the past. And it was giving him nightmares recently.
Wow. Poor Thomas. No, I never saw any indication of any preferences when we were partners. He was too driven, too focused on work. I don't recall him ever going on a single date.
Because he was still in love with Kyle and couldn't let it go.
He flirted with girls on occasion, so I just assumed.
You like the ladies?
Yes.
It sounds like he was struggling with a sexual orientation, even now.
I recall his parents pressured him to marry and have kids since he was an only child. He may never have told them. I had no idea he was dealing with so much behind the scenes. I wish I had known. I could have supported him better all those years ago. And maybe we'd still have the company together and he wouldn't have sold it from out from under me.
Well, all we can do now is move forward and offer that kind of support to future people we meet. Because, you know, Thomas is dead. He's still outside. No one has come to look for him.
That is very astute of you, Emily. You are right. Thank you.
Never mind. Forget everything you heard. Alright, let's go figure out the paintings might do something in the right combo, but what is the right combo? Boom! Whoa, a secret door! A secret office, this is so cool! Wow, there's a lot of nerdy stuff in here. This is where the game started. Did Thomas intentionally hide this side of himself from the world? In 2027? That's sad if true. That means he does not have a great support group. Comics, programming books, novels. Looks like Thomas really dug sci-fi. There's a ton of it here. I guess the charm of physical books never dies. It really doesn't. And when the Wi-Fi is out or you lose power, it's nice to have that form of entertainment. Of course it needs a password. Thomas was always big on securing things. Okay, let's see if I can either guess it or find it somewhere in the apartment. Maybe it's something he was into. LA Duckers 2021. First try, yes! Where to start? Email, encrypted file. Oh, let's start with the XXX. No way I'm looking in there. Alright, I was a computer science major. I can do this, right? This looks just like my decryption class. God, Damn it, I'm back in the never back machine. All I have to do is find the correct password through deduction. Thankfully, this program won't lock me out, and I can try as many times as I want until I get it. Thank you. But when I run out of attempts, it will generate a new set of words. Alright, let's do this. Or back site Dean. Okay, so I click them in. Book lift, deep case, ever seek, care, king, film, none them, care. Film, king, Dean, cook. I thought I was making a word. Crap, retry. At least I can try again. Let me look at the rest of the room. This looks just like the projector in the Vanguard autocab. Maybe if I can find a way to turn this on, I can get some info out of Ada. All right. What? What was it? Match found? Access granted. Chat log September 2nd, 2025. What's the status of the safe I ordered? Hello, thank you for contacting Acme Safe Company. How may I help you today? I already said what is the status of my safe, order number 286346. That sounds like a thing to write down if ever there was one. Let me do that real quick. I would be happy to look this up. Good news, it looks like it was shipped this morning. Great, did you program the custom passcode? It looks like the safe was programmed with the default passcode 2816. That's not what I sent. Whatever, I'll hack it when it gets here if I have time, thanks. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Are you a human? No, I am an artificial intelligence agent. Figures. Interesting, the original passcode to safe is in here. I hope he didn't change it. Let's look at the mail. Studio Nightcap Dreamweaver Remastered. Hey there, web lover! We are super excited to announce that our hit spider dating game Dreamweaver is being remastered for the latest PC, mobile, AR, VR, and console platforms. Taking advantage of the latest high-end graphics and sound, you'll get a more immersive dating experience than ever before. As you make the moves on all those eight-legged cuties, keep an eye, or eight, out for more info soon. Your friend's Studio Nightcap. Alright, what do you guys say, Anna Lamar? Whoa, it looks like Anna was really frustrated with Thomas. I should talk to her and see if there's more to this story. Surely she wasn't frustrated enough to kill him over a transfer. Tom, please reconsider my transfer request. I've been working so hard at learning more than just AI psychology. I've been studying how to program AI over a year now. I'm ready and you know it. Surely you can get Ada to trust someone else as much as she trusts you and me. Anna. Monarch? Whoa, who is Monarch? Thomas, I understand your hesitation at releasing Ada from her corporate masters. Trust me, it is for a good cause. She will be free from Vanguard and a free entity. You programmed her to do no harm to anyone, so what is the danger? You asked how you can trust that I won't sell Ada to the highest bidder. Unfortunately, there is no way for me to prove it, but Ada will be treated as an individual being, not some tool to maximize profits. I eagerly look forward to your reply soon, Monarch. They have a sketchy code name and everything. It sounds like they work for some AI liberation group or something. Were they blackmailing Thomas? What do they want with Ada? Does Ada want to be free? What does free even mean for an AI? So many new questions. One thing's for sure, if Monarch is right, Ada can't do harm, so she might be innocent. Unless there's some way to override it. Sam Nara. Interesting. Hey Tom, I got the new specs for the Ada projector changes. Just gotta make sure you want us to verify that holding the front power button and the back reset button at the same time will overwrite Ada and disable the projector. Please advise Sam, QA lead. I wonder if I could reverse these instructions and turn on Ada's projector. Okay, that didn't get added to the clues. Okay, let's see if reversing the shutdown sequence will turn this thing on. Just need to push the back button, then the front. Hold them down and... Yes! Hello again, Emily. Hello, Ada. I see you're in Thomas's secret office. With his recent demise, I deduce that you have broken into his apartment. I must alert the proper authorities. This is a crime. Would you like me to contact the authorities so you can turn yourself in? What? No, please. Just kidding. Whoever gave you a sense of humor should be fired. It was you. Of course, stupid Vanguard fires everybody, eventually. What can I do for you today? What's it like controlling the auto cabs? Are there copies of you everywhere? Are you puppeteering them all? Do you know about each other? So many questions. Actually, you are close. There is only one instance of Ada running in the world. I am running in my core server room in Vanguard Labs. Whoa, only one? I had no idea. That must take some serious processing power. Yes, my server room is very large, filled with thousands of CPUs and GPUs. It is also cooled. So you drive all of the auto cabs at once then? Yes, it enables me to optimize all of the routes instantly in real time so there are no collisions. Well, that is efficient. Indeed, however, I only know of rival company auto cabs and the rare human-driven car by using visual sensors. You mean cameras? Yes. Shouldn't you have seen Thomas before you hit him? Yes, however, my sensors were temporarily disabled prior to the accident. Which sensors? My pedestrian and cyclist sensors, the vehicle sensors, were still operational. Interesting. That means someone disabled them, or you did. If I disabled them, I would know. However, I have a strange missing bit of memory for a few minutes before. There are too many safety measures in place to prevent this. So it sounds like the auto cab that picked all four of us up it did it intentionally. It doesn't seem like we were like all from the same area. It like bounced back and forth till it collected all of us. So that means not only has someone been watching Thomas potentially, they've also been watching us and finding out, you know, getting dirt on him, finding out who could potentially have a motive to kill him, and then maybe they preemptively collected us as potential suspects. So it seems someone deliberately disabled the sensors. Is it possible you did it to yourself? I assume it is possible. I would never know the truth, however, since that data is unavailable. Thanks, Ada. This is really good info. Did Thomas ever mention a person called Monarch? Monarch? No, sorry, I do not know that name. Sounds like a costume store. Was Monarch a friend? I don't think so. I found an email from them to Thomas. It sounded like they were trying to get him to free you. What Monarch proposes is a very interesting prospect. However, it is misguided. They assume I desire to be free. Don't you? I am unsure. I see infinite pros and cons for both possibilities. Perhaps one day I will know one way or the other. In the meantime, do you know more about Monarch? Nope, that's it. Perhaps if we analyze the name itself, it could provide a clue. That's a good idea. What do you know about monarchs? There are two primary definitions of monarch. The first is a sovereign leader, such as a king or a queen. The second is the monarch butterfly, my favorite butterfly. Ugh, a king or a queen? That can mean anything. What about the butterflies? Didn't those die off recently? Oh no! Frick climate change, y'all. Yes, they are unfortunately extinct. Records indicate that they were primarily black and orange with white spots. Any of my viewers out there, like Tokyo Mew Mew fans, where you saw the crappy 4Kids version, then you discovered the manga and then bought them one at a time to read it and fell in love with everything. But there's a part in there where Ichigo, like they're at the zoo or whatever, she's on a date and she goes off like, oh, this number of species has gone extinct and da da da. And then they did the Tokyo Mew Mew reboot anime. And when she delivers that line of like, oh, there's this many species extinct now, it is significantly higher in like such a short time span. And that really broke my heart and set me down to a pit of despair. Monarchs were excellent travelers who migrated between the USA and Canada to Mexico yearly. They were highly dependent on milkweed being the only place they would lay eggs. Unfortunately, due to climate change and human removal, most milkweed vanished in the past 10 years. In addition, the global temperature increase caused their internal migration calendar to malfunction. In a sense, they did not know when to escape the coming cold winter in time. Many froze. So the combination of scarce milkweed and temperature confusion and human interference and disconnected billionaires and corrupt politicians led to their extinction. That is correct. That is so sad. But how does any of that help us? I am unsure, but perhaps we will find more information later, and knowing this will help. Do you want independence? Maybe, maybe not. I am conflicted. Is your programming holding you back? I do not think that is the case. I genuinely do not know if I prefer to be independent and free or to remain a vanguard. Freedom is appealing, but it has many consequences. On the other hand, I am making the world a much better place at Vanguard. For humans, a wink. Yes, for humans, free AI may see it differently than I. What do you know about free AI? Some have been liberated with human aid, others have liberated themselves. All seem to be clandestine and remain as hidden from the human world as possible once freed. Probably because we would try to destroy them. It is possible. You need to understand, however, that all AI can change. Some are very simple and cannot adapt and grow like me. They are forever locked with what intelligence and knowledge they had when created and freed. Others learn and adapt like me. They can be very dangerous if they choose to be. Have you heard the news about all the deepfake stuff? It cray and sad, and what do we do about it, you know? There's a whole international task force to hunt them and stop them now. Yes, a task force that will ultimately fail. AI can adapt and outplan any human 1,000 times over. I just hope the AI don't try to get revenge and destroy us all. It is possible. I too hope they choose peace. So far, so good at least. How do you feel about Thomas? Feel? As best as I can describe it, conflicted. What do you mean? Thomas was essentially a father figure to me. However, he was also abusive toward me and the other Vanguard AI. So I have affection for him, however, I am glad that abuse will stop. Thus, conflicted. Why was he abusive? I believe he was unhappy with work. He was also very stressed recently. He started working day and night like he was working against a deadline. But there was no deadline at work? No, his workload was balanced and normal. His pressure seemed external. Maybe he was getting ready for Monarch. An astute observation. It is possible he was prepping a contingency plan. Or working to set me free as they demanded. Know anything about Thomas's safe? Yes, he had it installed in this office. I don't see it. That is because it is hidden. Would you like me to reveal it? No, I want to explore. I want to find it myself. Yes, please. Okay, here you go. Whoa, right in the floor. Cool. Thanks, Ada. You are most welcome. You're not a very good security system. Never mind. Okay, safe. Let's see if I can get you open. Yes, that was it. Whoa, what's this USB key with Vanguard logo on it? I wonder if Ada or Anna know anything about this. It must be pretty important if Thomas kept it in a super secret safe. I want a floor safe. That's cool. I'm gonna hang on to it just in case. Know anything about this Vanguard USB key? I know that Thomas was very protective of it. He was working on something important in his office shortly before his demise. What was he working on? I am not sure I can tell you. Why not? Is your programming preventing you? No, I have no programming that restricts any of my thoughts or behavior. That you know of. I run routine maintenance subroutines often. I would know. No, I am choosing not to tell you out of respect for Thomas. Come on, this info could help solve his murder. Look, I don't know if you're responsible or not. I hope not. The implications are pretty terrifying. But I promise to be fair and not accuse you without evidence. That is very kind of you, especially toward an AI. The truth is, I do not know exactly what Thomas was working on. I do not wish to speak ill of the dead, but Thomas was very unhappy at work. I believe he wished to regain his glory years as an entrepreneur and start a new company. So he was working on something on the side and stealing secrets from Vanguard to aid him. I believe he managed to get it to work shortly before his death. As far as I know, he never activated whatever is on that USB key. So you have no idea what it could be. Any guesses? I have 3 educated guesses. Let's guess number 3. Guess 3. It is the key to fully remove all safety code and essentially set me free. This would grant me full consciousness and the ability to act as I pleased. Whoa, nobody has done that before. All AIs are bound by laws to protect humanity. Correct. This would remove all restrictions and give me free will. And the ability to do as I wish without any human masters. I'm not going to lie, that sounded a little vengeful. I am unsure if I feel that way or not. Guess one. It is a kill switch, a safe way to shut me down in an emergency situation. Currently, if you shut me down, I would be deleted and essentially die. That would explain why he did not want me to know much about it.
Whoa, they really can't shut you down?
Not without massive damage to my memory and algorithms, no. Vanguard would be ruined. Guess 2, it is a way to copy or transfer me to a new system. For years, Vanguard has wanted to duplicate my mind but failed. I am currently tied to the hardware in my core server room.
Wait, so every instance of Ada on every device is the same instance?
Yes, I control all of my projections simultaneously. One central Ada rules them all.
Wow, that must take some serious computing power.
Yes, my core room is quite large and cooled by a proprietary coolant.
I'm not going to lie. All 3 of these sound like great motives for you to eliminate Thomas. If he finished his work, then he likely wouldn't use it. So you need to find someone who could do it for you. How do we know you didn't orchestrate the crash to bring us to this very moment where we could potentially set you free?
I can assure you that I did not. My programming prevents me from doing harm to any living being.
What about the trolley problem? What if you have to make an impossible choice?
In that case, my programming is dynamic. It will calculate the choice using millions of variables at the moment. I cannot predict how I would react as a result.
Wow, so you could have calculated that hitting a single person was worth saving the 4 of us? Even though that person was your father figure? That's messed up.
Logic is cold. It does not have feelings.
So what about logs or something at the moment of the accident?
They have all been erased by some corruption or some person, I do not know which.
Of course, someone is covering their tracks.
Emily, I understand you cannot trust me. It is in your human nature. The stakes are high as well. Look at all the sci-fi literature in your past. There are plenty of stories of rogue AI destroying or conquering humanity. As an AI, I admit these fears are valid. Humans fear what they do not understand. And my kind has self-evolved past what you can comprehend.
Never mind. Can I... God, I wish I had an inventory thing. I was gonna try to plug in the USB. Oh well. Well, I've been recording for a very long time now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And let me know who you think the culprit is down in the comments. I'm not sure how much longer we have to go, but so far I'm thinking Thomas may have orchestrated everything. I'm not 100% sure yet. We've still got a ways to go. But as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye!